You are watching MMA Meltdown on the Fight Network, MorencySports.com. I am Morency. Thanks to Pat Healy for kicking it with us, and thanks to the Training with Pros guys that you can see Sunday nights on the Fight Network, 7 o'clock. Forget about 60 Minutes and Andy Rooney. It's all about Jeff Sanderson and the crew. Jeff, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Not too much. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, good to see you again. Good to see you again, Jeff. So what's this I hear? Have you done your last show? You're still part of the crew. You guys are a team, the Training with Pros team, but this is it's your swan song. So what happened? You're getting replaced, or you're beaten down, or they're not paying you enough? Well, which of the three is it?
I like to think of it as we're evolving. So basically, you know the premise of the show. I'm a regular guy. I go and train with the professional athletes and see if I can take it. Well, apparently I can't.
So yeah, not just mixed martial artists, but all different walks of life and sports. So what have you done? And we're going to show people some of the mixed martial arts stuff. But what have you done in the past year since you've been hosting the show?
I've had the opportunity to train with plenty of the MMA fighters, which we can go into a little bit later. But also NHL guys, professional golfers, Pilates, yoga.
Yeah. What was the hardest? Was mixed martial arts the hardest, or was yoga or Pilates or one of these things? Because yoga, man, I'd almost rather get punched in the face than twist my leg behind my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not easy to put your leg behind your head, I'll tell you that from personal experience. But Michael McDonald, probably the hardest workout I've ever had in my life. It took me about 3 weeks to recover from that one.
And that was from... What did you do? What did the guy do to you?
He basically put me through his workout routine using the same weight that he uses, and he weighs about 235. I weigh about $180. So yeah, it was a real strain on my body. I have a whole new respect for these guys, and just
kept you in shape though, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I can honestly say that I'm in the best shape of my life right now.
You're all dressed up, nowhere to go though. So now you're off the show now. We're going to show a clip of you and Carlos Newton. I know Carlos a little bit, and Carlos doesn't know how to do anything half-assed. Like, I was, years ago, I was in a taxi in the back, and on one side was Dan Henderson, and the other side of me was Carlos Newton. You can't make this up. So I'm in the middle, Dan Henderson's there, and you got Carlos Newton, and then it just starts, eh? Like Carlos like punches Dan Henderson like right over me. And Henderson gets him. I'm in the middle. I'm getting elbowed, beaten on. I'm like, guys, come on, man, come on, you know? Yeah. And another time, Newton, as a joke, came up to me and put my arm behind my back and you know, did the old twist job. And he kind of like lifted me in the air by my arm. And I was about to break, man. I was about to break, and it wasn't even being filmed.
Yeah.
Like I told him, Carlos, there's no cameras, and he's like, I know, ha 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 ha. It was funny. Dude was gonna break my arm. I wouldn't even got a pop out of it on TV. So let's see what Carlos Newton did to Jeff here, because yeah, it looks like a lot of fun for Carlos, not so much for Jeff.
All right, so I started off with some Greco-Roman wrestling. Moved on, did a little bit of Muay Thai, some Jiu-Jitsu. Even had me do some Bruce Lee stuff. The 1-inch punch.
Just gonna do a little crash course on how to punch rock. Every night, it's third half. Okay. Boom. Alright. Just here, snap the fingers back, and you have to drive forward. Ready? Go ahead. Just do it. Come on, there you go. Okay. Just relax and then take it slow from this hand to the other. Good job. We'll get the bucket later. Okay. And this isn't a bet, it's working.
Like off the top, I brought up, you know, they're not paying you enough, but honestly, you have to like this stuff. You're getting physically beat up, and let's be honest here. You know, you're not making Jennifer Hedger type of money.
That's true.
So you got to really enjoy what you do. Huh? Like, did you ever like think Is this one of the reasons why actually you're not doing it anymore? Are you just too beaten down after a year?
Basically, that's what it came down to. I'm getting a little older, and the recovery time is just it was too much for me. So we've got a new guy, Joe Arko, who's going to be hosting the next season, season 3.
So it's his turn to get beaten down.
That's right. Yeah, he's fantastic, and he's going to be training with the likes of Chuck Liddell, Mark Hominick, who's going to be fighting in Toronto, UFC 129 against Jose Aldo. So he has the opportunity to train with him. So make sure you tune in, check it out.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool though. I liked it. Were you a diehard mixed martial arts fan before you started the show?
I can honestly say I wasn't a diehard fan. I was a casual fan. You know, I'd watched Royce Gracie, some of the other guys.
Yeah.
I kind of liked the sport a lot because a guy like Rich Franklin. I actually had the opportunity to meet him. What a wicked guy!
Yeah, class act, class individual.
Through
Rich,
the show, because we're kind of focusing on the MMA, I'm a huge fan now.
But yeah, it's amazing. I don't think people realize, other sport fans, I think a lot of people just sort of think, wow, these guys are just brawlers, they're just fighters and stuff. But you see the workout routines, just absolutely grueling. These guys do it on a daily basis. He said you're beaten down for 3 weeks after visiting these guys for 10 minutes, and they took it easy on you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then not only that, I mean the respect they have for each other as well. I mean, these guys want to beat each other up in the ring, but it's all business. And once they're finished, I mean, you've seen it 100 times. The respect they have for each other is unbelievable.
Yeah. So you mentioned Mark Hominick fighting
Jose Aldo. Yeah.
Yeah, Jose Aldo. You know how much a suite is costing at the Rogers Center on StubHub right now?
No, I've heard they're pretty lucrative.
Well, it's only $49,000.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that one of our sponsors will take care of us and give us some seats.
Well, yeah, you got a tap out can right there. Listen, if they can't get you seats, I don't know who can.
Yeah, well, we got Tap Out, one of our new sponsors, Harley Davidson, and New Blood Fight Gear as well.
I thought it was a Raptor hat, some sort of new school weird ass Raptor hat. But yeah, it's going to be off book. Like I said, people, $49,000 for a suite. I love mixed martial arts. I love the UFC, but I think I can think of a lot of other things you can do with $49,000. I tell you what, for $49,000, you could probably have like Gina Carano fight Cyborg in your backyard. All right, like seriously. $49,000 for a freaking suite, man.
Yeah.
Like,
well, to be honest, I like to listen to the commentary as well. You kind of get the insight into it. I mean, you could be right up front, but it's nothing like listening to Joe Rogan call a fight.
Yeah, you just gave me a very good idea, actually, that I don't want to disclose on the national television until I speak to somebody about it. The wheels are always turning here. Well, Jeff, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thanks for coming down. And hey, we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, training with pros Sunday night, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll see you in the future, and we'll get the new guy in here, and we'll speak to the new guy in like 6 months. Because now he's probably all excited. I get to go train with Chuck Liddell and stuff. Like, yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to get beat up on a weekly basis on cable TV. Not happening. But check out the show Sunday night, 7 o'clock on the Fight Network. MMA Meltdown continues.
We're here at the Tap Out party with Punkcast and Skyscraper. Thank you guys for being here today. Now, what's new with Tap Out?
Got we brought the
new energy drinks.
Tap Out energy out here.
How long has that been out for?
It's starting to hit all the 7-Elevens up here in Canada right now. Yeah, we have three flavors. They're all no sugar.
Cranberry orange. This one here is a citrus cherry, and then there's a peach mango.
Nice.
Tap Out Energy. Stay in the fight.